We're back. This is P. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest unboxing and review videos. So today is Woo Wednesday. Wu-Tang Clan. Comment below if you're going to vibe out to any of their music today. The RZA, Raekwon just dropped a new album. Check it out a few days ago. Also, Ghostface is getting ready to drop a new album. But of course, the other members, Method Man with the first release, The Cow, back in '94. With the Jizza, rest in peace to the ODB. You got Master Killer, all of them. So definitely Capadonna as well. So definitely check out Wu-Tang Saga if you need to go back and do some history. You don't know that much. That way at least you get a dramatized visual of the origins and what they brought to hip-hop culture and game. But this is a sneakers channel, but while we're on the subject of music, check out the Freddie Gibbs album, Alfredo 2. It's 14 tracks, produced by The Alchemist, collab, so you know to get that crazy production. I checked it out yesterday, fire. And of course, go back and get the Clips album if you haven't already. No Malice Pusha T, produced by Pharrell Williams, all from the state of VA. So look, what we have here is going to be the Jordan 4 Rare Air from JD Sports. And we are going to check to see if we got the gold stitching behind the time tag. But first, if you haven't already, go ahead and click the notification bell. That way you'll have an alert on your smart device, whether it's that new Galaxy 7 Flip or Galaxy 7 Fold that just released, or maybe you're still waiting on your pre-order or whatever. And don't forget, if you are upgrading, they do have trade-in programs for unlocked devices through Samsung. Check out through Rakuten as much as possible, or Swag Bucks. And if you go in store, bring your receipt back, scan it for the Fetch Rewards. Alright, and also Fetch Rewards will scan your emails for receipts ordered online, so you can get cash back. Alright, Best Buy is running some sales as well, or at least they was yesterday. Back to school is right around the corner. Comment below the sneakers of choice, whether you're going back to school as a student, elementary, middle school, high school, or college or university, or maybe you're a teacher, educator, and you're going to wear the fresh sneakers every single day of the week to let the students know that you still have style. But either way it goes, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. We're also going to have a versus battle with another Jordan 4, and we're talking about Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. Alright, so I basically had entered for multiple online ship-to-me raffles at first. And then I sort of changed my mind just based on budget, and it's a lot of heat. It's still releasing soon. Check out my video of the Aqua 8s if you haven't already. We have the upcoming Jordan 10 Steel. We have the Shattered Backboards for 2025, re-releasing for the first time in 10 years. And we also have the Undefeated 4s, which is going to be limited to just Nike and probably sneaker boutiques and the Undefeated website. So with the Rare Air, comment below. I don't want to name the retailer, but let's see if we can guess it in the comment section if you experienced the same. I did enter, and actually it was an early release through this specific retailer online. And it was processed and everything, and then my order was canceled. Short story, which I'm glad, because I only really wanted one pair. So comment below if you experienced that. It was like probably 3 or 4 days ahead of the release on Saturday. So yeah, we're about to see what it is. Comment below if you had that same experience and if you was in store for the pickup. Initially, the size 10 box feels heavy, so that means premium materials. So this sneaker retailed at I want to say it was either 200, 210, 225 maybe. So, that's plus taxes, which in some states is tax-free weekend for back to school, Friday and Saturday. And some states may differ, and some states don't have tax-free, but if you live on the border line of another state, it does. Maybe it's worth it, to travel and do your school shopping or shopping in general. There may be a cap on the amount I'm hearing for this year as well. So for school clothes, supplies, inflation made everything go up. So, budgeting is part of the process, especially whether you have one child or multiple children or grandchildren, nieces and nephews, friends that you want to help out or pick up stuff and donate it to your church or organization, backpacks and things of that nature. So, tax-free weekend, yeah. Alright, so, this is what I was sort of talking about. So, they have the throwback box. Check out my video on the Rare Air 3s. This may be a sneaker that you wanted to complete the pack of the Rare Air. I think it was a Rare Air Jordan 1 release. The 3s, of course, where you had the Nike Air on the heel. One was in the opposite, backwards direction. And I think it's going to be a Jordan 5 Rare Air, maybe in 2026. But I sort of like how they have, and I forgot to mention this with the Rare Air 3s. The box is black, but it has Jordan's face on it. Remember those silver boxes if you've been in the game, or maybe you've been to a sneaker convention, or you went back and bought some pairs for your collection? It didn't have the flip-up lid, and I think I actually got one, but it had Jordan's face on it from the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s, maybe before they came out with the silver box, which we will see in the upcoming Undefeated if we get lucky Jordan 4. And comment below if you're burnt out on Jordan 4 releases. The Jordan 4 is my favorite model. Between the 11s, and probably a tie between the 3 and the 5s, depending on the colorway. But we've been getting a lot of releases with the Jordan 4. This is a non-OG colorway, by the way. The content label is Air Jordan 4 Retro in black, fire red, deep royal, and blue. I can't wait to see in hand for the first time the premium materials. We're going to lift up the lid. Of course, we got a little hit right here. Michael Jordan from the free throw line. 1988 with the Jordan 3. Alright, so you have Jordan, the fire red, and Flight to give it that OG nostalgia that you used to see on the lid of certain boxes like the one we're going to compare. So that's a nice touch. And you're going to have the cement paper. These sneakers are individually wrapped and they're neat and intact, so maybe no one took a peek to see this one is the gold. The crazy thing is I forgot that the upper was black and gray. For some reason, I was thinking it was navy, like a dark midnight and navy blue. Alright, size 10, left side. Oh, do we got a keychain? I did not know we was going to have the translucent blue keychain. Hang tag. Alright. Nice. The resale on this isn't too crazy yet, unless you have the gold one. It may slightly be higher, which means if you can't catch a restock, or when they do restock, they're constantly sold out in your size. So you have to go to other means as a boutique, Cock X, Goat, Flight Club, Stadium Goods, or check out my eBay store at P.oastman. And I've seen these upon a release at the lowest $280 at most boutiques, but I am seeing a lot of 300s. And I must say, the suede and the nubuck upper is nice. It sort of reminds me of what they've been doing the last few summers. Because when you think about it, we had the Jordan 4 infrared release, which I have. It was like that gray nubuck and suede upper, and it had like the infrared honeycombs for your lacing and eye side, right here and right here, and then the one that we're going to compare in a few. But first impressions, nice materials. You're going to have to get a water repellent and suede and nubuck protector. Shake it, mist it about 7 inches away, 7 to 12 inches. That way you don't have to worry about your upper texture change. But the overall aesthetic is crazy. We're going to go over that. Oh snap, and we got extra laces too. Okay, Rare A. We got a set of the blue laces. I'm surprised they didn't give us some red ones too. And you know what? Just because they gave the blue ones, which will go good with blue jeans, right? Blue denim. If you have this red, the fire red, flat laces, new extra with an extra pair of Nikes or Jordans, install those on the lace swap. Alright, so the main part, let's see, they do have one upside down with the Velcro. Let's see if we got lucky. I'm not expecting, but nah, we didn't get the gold. We get the white Jordan Rare ad. Comment below if you work in a retail store, Foot Locker, Champs, Pivots, Finish Line, Nike Outlet, DTLR, Snipes, and you work there, and because you do, you took a peek and hooked yourself up or one of your friends or family members. Can you really knock it? Or you're in management, which I heard that it was only like 2%. So whatever the total stock was for say a full size run on the release. So 2% got the gold. But anyway, 1989 model. So it's a retro because of the model, but new colorway for 2025. This is the first time this color has been released. Michael Jordan from UNC, the University of North Carolina. Comment below if you're in admissions this morning or registering for classes, financial aid, or your alumni of the Tar Heels. But Michael Jordan secured a championship way back in '82. Into the draft, drafted, got picked by the Chicago Bulls, 1984-1985 rookie season. A lot of hype with this player. So of course you got the endorsement deals on the table. You signed with Nike. Check out the movie Air. I think it's available on Amazon Prime if you haven't saw it. And it just basically shows the process of Nike trying to get the endorsement deal with Michael Jordan and his family. The crazy thing is they never show Michael Jordan's face in the movie. But it gives a little history on it. Also check out, I think it's called The Last Dance, if I'm not mistaken. The series with the Chicago Bulls and the playoffs. We're talking about someone who won 6 championships, 2 three-peats, Olympic gold medalist, slam dunk competition winner with the Jordan 3s from the free throw line. Crazy accolades, 72-10, all-star player. Insecure, his championships with the Chicago Bulls. Later on, played with the Wizards when he came out of retirement for the second time. So, yeah. Alright, so on the heel, you have your color blocking from the fire red to this off-white, which is going to be sort of like your aged white, and your painted gloss black, nubuck, rubberized heel tag, Nike Air in gray, rubberized blue on the top. The outsole. I sort of like the color blocking of this, even though you're walking on the outsole, but maybe someone behind you while you're walking can see the red on the heel, more of this off-white cream, the deep royal blue with the Nike Air swoosh in the arch area, gray, blue with the herringbone traction, and red with the visible stars. I feel like it's going to be a lot of individual students with this pair on, whether it's youth, kids. I don't know if they had these in the toddler release, men and women, because this size 10 converts to 11.5 in women's. Your midsole is going to be gray, a hit of blue right here, black on your nubuck and suede, and right here where the front of your shoe is, your mud guard, it leads up to your toe box area. So no perforation or anything like this. Nothing like the Jordan 1s. This is going to be closer with your Jordan 3 and Jordan 5 with the design. And this is the area you're going to watch for creasing. So as far as sizing, I suggest going true to size. I went up a half size because it is plush on the inside. But a full size, I don't know. You may experience some creasing in the toe box above the big toe. And you might could go a half size down. And when I say that, if you can't try on your sneaker, which you probably can, especially if you're ordering online, you must know your sneakers, right? If you're a sneakerhead. Because if you go to a boutique or a shop, they're not going to let you try the shoes on like that. Unless you're showing them major bands, or you know them, or family friend or something like that. Yeah, so you got the blacked out screen right here, honeycomb, and more than 50% of your tongue leading up to the suede, black flat laces. Like I said, you got an extra set of laces for the lace swap, the deep royal. The Velcro tongue tag, black, red, gray, nice touch. And these ankle supports, ergonomic, because in 1989, this was a high performance, on the highest level, state-of-the-art, released basketball sneaker. You got a visible air unit. Think about it. Back then, you wasn't seeing visible air units unless you had some cons by Converse, LA Gears or something like that. And it's all the way through, so that's what make it Nike Air for cushion and support on your heel. And yeah, so behind the tongue, gray, Air Jordan. The sock liner is the royal blue, deep royal blue. And you have rare air on the insole. So your basic color blocking, red, gray, blue, and black. So if you're team red, that's your favorite color, this will be easy to match. You already know black, red t-shirt, black, all black everything, black, gray, blue fits in autumn if there's football games with a blue hoodie on, black or red, or maybe even heather gray. So easy to match up with. I like that they have the Nike Air on the heel to represent that rare OG nostalgia. That's what makes it OG, if anything. It's the Nike Air on the back, the insole, and on your outsole. And of course, your hang tag. So look at all the extras you got. You got the extra laces, the Velcro, the hang tag, Nike Air on the back, nice box. That's basically it. So we're going to get a close-up on this one. And next up, it's going to be an epic, or hopefully epic, versus battle. Alright, let's get into this versus battle. Too bad we didn't get the gold, but oh well. Maybe next time. Maybe you'll find a friend that wants to trade. You shoot them an extra $50. Do they want problems with this one? I still have 2 of these left. I don't know though. Alright, so here's the box. If you haven't saw the White Thunder before. Gloss box, Flight, Michael Jordan. And it has the size conversion for men's and women's, 10 and 11.5 for women's. Air Jordan 4 Retro, and it's simple. Black, white, and black. I haven't heard anyone call these the Oreos or the Pandas or anything like that. It's just White Thunder. I don't know, this is crazy. I'm gonna name this versus battle. So before we get into that, let's do the sizes. Comparison, 10 and a 10. Definitely comment your thoughts below. Which one you're rocking with. The outsole, totally different. Both retro, never worn by Michael Jordan. One is considered an OG because Nike Air versus the Jumpman. Comment below if you prefer the Jumpman on the heel of your sneakers. Maybe you're from that era or you just like the look of it. And now let's take a look at the heel. OG versus your retro on the White Thunder. The White Thunder is part of a series that started with the Thunder and the Lightning. Then they released the Red Thunder, which I never had. I'm still trying to find a VNDS pair at the right price. I almost had one. Because for some reason the price is only increases over time with the Thunder collection. It's crazy how this white pops through the screen and white on the eyelids. The honeycombs is what I call them. And then you got your Jumpman, which is your standard tag, and all nubuck upper. This is crazy. Let me know below in this versus battle which one you got. The 2025 Rare Air Jordan 4 versus the 2024 White Thunder. And for me, I'm tired of saying tied. This is crazy. If I had to choose one based on value, it would be the White Thunder. And just ergonomically, this is going to match up better because of the neutral colors. Black and white goes with everything. Whether it's green, yellow, orange, purple, whatever. This you're going to be slightly limited to black, gray, red, blue, white maybe. So for that, I see some differences in even the shade of the flat laces. You just got a deeper, richer black, and it's more like, is this charcoal? It says black. Well, this is definitely more like a charcoal black. Just look how rich and deep that black is. And the quality is great on both. Yeah, you let me know. I think this view, like the Nike Air better. This one might be a tie for real. But value-wise, this one is reselling for more. Definitely over 300 at all times and rising. BS. This one is new, so we still gotta see what it's gonna do. Maybe the gold one is higher. But yeah, this is your versus battle. And who am I? I'm P.oastman. Thanks for checking out the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Stay blessed. Woo Wednesday. Claim it. Favor. Declare it. Let's go. Victory. Shout out to the Sneakerholic. Trey Zone is usually on the beat. Whoa.